So only got two trade recaps to go over, and then I wanted to talk a little bit about what we're seeing and how I'm feeling. I know that a lot of people are losing their minds in a good way. I'm not one of them, and so I wanted to share about that. So CYDY is a multi-day runner. You can see it had its first green day back here, pushed yesterday, gapped up today, and then panicked. And I'm really proud of myself because I caught it right here. Well, let's see. 5 minutes, huh? Okay, let's look at the 1 minute chart. So I caught it right here, actually at 262, so I guess a little lower right here. And then I made my play, I got my catch on the level 2 because I saw that there were big bidders, but then my order filled and then the bidders just vanished. And so I exited right away because I felt that support had fallen out. And it had, as you can see, it did drop off and then it bounced a little more. I didn't like the level 2 action here either though. And then I had trust issues because I had already got faked out. So this was the good bounce. And I missed it, which is to say that I took my shot, but I missed. So that's okay. That happens. But I was proud of myself for this trade because I played the level 2. I read it right both ways because I caught the bounce and then I saw that they were gone and I got out before the dump. I didn't get the fill that I wanted, but that's okay. I got out before this. So proud of myself for recognizing that. We've got CRIS. If you don't know CRIS, you sleep under a rock. I'm still very proud of this trade. I took a loss on it, but I learned this lesson, which was in yesterday's recap. So it gapped up. I think this was a massive short squeeze. Came back down, popped up, and I got my puts right here. I added to my puts right here. And then, of course, this happened. So last night they put out an offering. It didn't even phase the stock. So this is a bear slayer. And maybe I should have known better because it was exceeding the average volume forecast. So it had pretty good odds of holding through the day. This I didn't expect. If you look at the yearly chart, it gaps up and dies a lot, so, or, once ever. It's just a phase 1 trial, so I didn't feel that it should have the weight that it has. But it does, and my feelings don't matter. So this morning, my options weren't even on the chain anymore. On the options chain, they had added new contracts, $10, $7.50. I can look it up. $15, $12.50, $10, $7.50, $5. So so I got out. Oh, I'm looking at calls. All right. Yeah, the puts. Yeah, so I got out for a small loss. I lost about half, but I went in small to begin with, so I didn't get totally hosed on that. I lost like 20 bucks or something like that, which sucks, but it's not the end of the world. This actually might have been a great short, but I went on tilt, and so I had to go for a walk. Why did I go on tilt? Well, we'll get back to that after the trade review. I'll do psychology stuff after the trade review. I grabbed calls. Dash is having an IPO. It's already valued at like $1 million billion or something. It's supposed to open at like 140, 100. Let's see if it's open yet. Yeah, so not yet. But WTRH is going to be a sympathy play. There's rumors that DoorDash is going to buy them out, all this other stuff. So I bought a long-term call. Expires in January at $5. And I think that this will hit 5 before January. It's got this nice cup and handle. It's a breakout over this 415 level. It's got a little resistance at 460, which I think it played off today. Now 445. And it's kind of a bigger float, but it's got people's attention. So I think that 5 is within reach. I think that 6 is possible. By January, I don't know. But if we can get a short squeeze to shove it on up, then that combined with the DoorDash rumors, I think this hits 5 by January 15th. So I won't hold that long. I'm just trying to make a couple bucks on it. I might sell it right now. What's it at? Yeah, so I paid a premium on it, and I'm already up on it, so that's nice. I'm not mad about that. So I'll keep an eye on that while I'm giving this little lesson. Or not lesson, like I can't teach you anything. I am not very good at this. But there is a lot of pressure to trade OTCs. A lot of people are talking about how hot the OTC market is. A lot of people are talking about the great opportunity, and they're right. The OTC market is on fire. Like, I'll get into it in a second. But there are also other opportunities with listed stocks, and that's where most of my experience has been. I feel like I'm missing opportunities in both places because the whole market is manic. And the mania is really exciting, but for me, I feel like someone is rubbing a lightning bolt against my brain, and I have difficulty focusing, and my head is on a swivel, and I miss all of the things. I wind up missing, like, I wind up missing 100% of the opportunities because I'm trying to focus on, I don't know, you got to catch them all, right? So hang on a second. I'll just bring this over. Let me hide some stuff. All right, so this is my Fidelity Pro, and as you can see, I can only fit 6 stocks on the screen. FMCC is already up there. We got CRIS up. RSCF was one. RIII was one. S4 was one. Of course, now I'm drawing a blank. Oh, MMEDF. What's another OTC that's on fire today? We got WSGF, we got S4, we got MMEDF. Set this to a 10-day, 10-day. And you can just see how absurd this OTC market is being. And yeah, there's amazing opportunities. ENZC, was that one of them? I can't trade that anyway, so I wasn't even watching it. Which I was honestly thankful for. You know, like when there's too much going on, I'm glad that that's one thing I can cross off my list. But look at all these great runs, you know, and you can only have so much on your screen. And I don't want to, and it was like anytime that that these came to my attention, it had already made the run, right? So it was just a morning of missing everything and finding out a second too late. And I don't want to chase, like when S4, which has already gapped up, runs another, geez, what was this? 30%. So it's already run 100%. Like my first impulse is not, oh, I want to buy that up 100%. I can't make myself do it. There's no good risk reward there. And then MMEDF. I liked this in the morning. I was actually watching it for a dip buy, and that's when I played CYDY. But there's just so much going on. FMCC I am proud of because I watched it, and then I didn't want to get in because of this spike. So here's where, you know, that really paid off. I saw this spike happening, but I was too late. I came in right about here. And, you know, once it got up here, I'm thinking, well, this could break this high, this previous high, and it could run like everything else. And I almost wanted to get in anticipation of the break, but then I looked at this spike and I'm like, I can't chase that spike and hope that it breaks out. It's up to like, what is that, 30% already? Like I can't buy that. And I'm glad that I didn't, because it wouldn't work out. So I like learning and I want to know more, and I recognize that there's a lot of opportunity here in this OTC market. And you know, I get the, I don't know if it's FOMO. It was really just frustrating. And so I went on till, you know, I was frustrated. I knew that I was going to make a mistake if I hung around. And so I decided to just go for a walk. And I don't think there's any shame in that. And maybe your teacher says you need to be taking advantage of this opportunity. Maybe they're shaming you for being unprepared. But I don't think that I'm unprepared. Like, I study my ass off, and at this stage in my journey, I'm unable to keep up with this mania. And I want to, um, but at the same time, you have to know your limitations and know what you struggle with, and I have to. You don't have to do anything. Like me telling you what to do is just as bad as like being told what to do, I guess. I don't know. That's not why I'm here as a trader. Like I'm here to express myself in a way that makes me money. Um, I guess what I'm saying is that I have to know what I'm good at. I have to know where my weaknesses are, and I have to work to improve on my weaknesses and not blow up doing it. And I know that that seeing a manic market makes me feel manic, and not in a good way, you know? Not in this way. So, um, I don't know what else to say. I guess that's it. You know, I just have to know myself, and I have to work on understanding these processes. But at the same time, I missed other opportunities that I would have been well equipped in tech. I would have been well equipped to take advantage of these opportunities had I been focused on my skill set, you know, because XBio, for example, was a perfect double bottom at this support. And then, pew, there was an opportunity there. And I believe I could have taken advantage of it. I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I felt that it was a good opportunity, but I was occupied with this mania. You know, CNET failed to exceed the median forecast, popped up in these 15 minutes. This would have been a great opportunity to get short. Not that I short sell, so let's see what the puts are going for, or if there are puts. Yeah, so CNET has contracts. I could have got in on a put here. Intech, same idea, was not achieving. I think Intech hit the median volume, but not the average. And there's no volume in its options chain, so it would not have been a great opportunity. But these two opportunities are reliable plays that I feel I understand and could have taken advantage of, but instead I was distracted with this. And so here's kind of how I think about it. Uh-oh. Here's how I think about it. So you've got all these stocks, you know, doing all the things that they do, and they're all over. I mean, this market is manic, you know, it's everywhere. So all you can do is see a certain space, right? You don't get the whole scope. You can see this much. That didn't work. You can see this much. So instead of moving your scope all over the place and missing this move or missing this move, You need to just focus. I need to just focus on my shots. You know, if this is what I know, this is what I need to be looking at, especially in a manic market. I don't need to be worrying about what's over here, what's over here. I don't need to keep changing the scope. I need to look at the thing that I know and focus and take advantage of the opportunities as I see them, not as other people are seeing them or as other people are telling me I should see them. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and watch this for a little while and maybe take advantage. I have to go to work soon. I appreciate you listening. I hope this was helpful. Trade your plan, you know, trade. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to work on trading what I know and expanding my knowledge, but focusing on my skill set. So, thanks very much.